Hey guys, it's your girl Official V, and I'm back with another video, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe button before we go into this video. Okay, so today I'm gonna be giving you guys a story time on how I found out I was pregnant. And y'all, he's really hungry right now, so I'm gonna give him to his dad. I might need to put him on a breast. No, baby. Okay, wrap the titty a little bit. I gotta get him lunch, doing really good. And I'm gonna give y'all a little background, my labor and delivery, cause I'm back. Ever since I delivered, I haven't dropped, but I'm gonna be dropping this one. So y'all, like how I found out I was pregnant, it's kind of like all over the place because the story is like weird. But I'm gonna just tell y'all because a lot of people be asking me like, girl, how did you, like, you just popped this baby out of nowhere, like where did this even come from? So I'm just tell y'all. So basically before, I didn't even know I was pregnant. I was like 7 weeks when I found out I was pregnant. Me and my baby daddy, we was not on good terms. I don't know, we just got into it. Like he was like my boyfriend, but we got into it and then we stopped talking to each other. We stopped talking to each other for like what, 3 weeks? Like we just was like, no, we're not gonna do this. But he planned a trip with me and my sister. He was like, even though we're not cool, I want to take y'all to Miami. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, we ain't cool, but I want to go to Miami, like let's have fun. So I think I was applying so much pressure, like I don't know, like I was just trying to talk to him every day, like texting him like, what you doing, like let me pull up on you, like let me get you some food, like just doing the most. Like he was ignoring me. He was like leave me alone, like basically just not talking to me because like it was just a lot. But you know me, I'm gonna apply that pressure. Like I wasn't stopping. I was texting him every day like, no, you gonna hang out with me, like I need to talk to you. Yeah, blah blah blah. We go to Miami. We had fun in Miami. Like when I tell you we was just down there. We was like acting like we ain't want each other, but you know we wanted each other. Like it was weird because we wasn't going out, but we just went to Miami with each other. So, and obviously I brought my sister because I'm like, you know, why not the three of us? Yeah, so the whole time in Miami we had fun. We kind of like, it was like we were friends on the trip. Like we kind of put all that like relationship stuff to the side and we like turned up with each other. We still was like being friendly with each other and stuff. So literally y'all, the next day, because before I went to Miami, I went to like this like little doctor's appointment because I was getting like, you know, regular checkup, like, you know, just checking up on myself, checking up on my body. And they were like, okay, so when you come back from Miami, come back and we'll give you the results. So when I came back, literally the next day, I don't even know why I came, like the next day I came back from Miami, I went back to my doctor, but I just did it. Like I was like, Mom, can you take me? Because my car wasn't working. So I was like, Mom, can you take me to my doctor's appointment? And then, so my mom took me to my doctor's appointment and then we waited. Like when I tell you I'm waiting to see this doctor for almost an hour, like I'm waiting almost 2 hours to see the doctor. So my mom keep calling me like, girl, like you not in the doctor's yet? Like, are you in there? And I'm just like, no, I'm not in there yet. Like, but I didn't want her to come back there with me just because I didn't really know too much or like what they was gonna say. So I was trying to just avoid her coming in the doctor with me. So I was like, no, don't come in here, please. Like I'm sitting in there for 2 hours and they finally called me back there. And like when they called me back there, telling you, I don't know how, but you know how moms have that instant? Like she just had like this instant that I was back there. Like I'm in the back of the doctor, like they telling me like, okay, everything is good, like there's nothing wrong with you, like because I have like eczema.
You got eczema?
I got what?
Got eczema?
Or eczema or whatever you say. So they was like, yeah, your skin is okay, blah blah blah. And then a few minutes later I heard my mom yelling like, Veronica, like is my daughter back there? But like the room I'm in, the door is closed. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. She's like, I know my daughter back there. And then I was like, just let her in because this is just too ghetto. So the doctors let her in. They was like, yes, Veronica, yeah, she's good. Like her skin is good. She doesn't have any, like she's just good. And then so like my skin condition, I have eczema, and I guess they was saying like if you have eczema, like maybe you should get on birth control because it might help with your skin or whatever. Like when they said birth control, I'm just like, I never been on birth control before. Why am I getting on birth control? And I was like, dang, maybe I should check if I'm pregnant. I don't even know why I said that, y'all. Like I don't even know why I said that. I was just like, maybe I should check if I'm pregnant before y'all put me on birth control. And then the doctor was like, do you think you're pregnant? And I was like, no, I don't think I'm pregnant. Like, I literally just came back from Miami. Like, I just had a ball. I was drinking like minor margaritas like on a trip. I didn't know anything. So I'm like, I don't think I'm pregnant. Like, you know what I'm saying? But mind you, my sister and my baby daddy, they don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't do none of that. So we wasn't doing all that. We just was, you know, little coolers on the beach and stuff. So I'm like, dang, I done had 2 coolers when I was in Miami. Like, I know I'm not pregnant. The doctor was like, dang, like, well, let's hope you're not so you can get on this birth control. My mom was just looking at me like, girl, so you was effing in Miami? And I was just like, no, like, trying to like beat around that, because, you know, me and him wasn't on good terms, but, you know, we still was. I ain't gonna say too much.
Oh my God!
But yeah, so she was like, go pee in the cup and like leave the pee in the bathroom. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like they making me pee in a cup. I know I'm not pregnant. Like every bone in my body was just like, I can't be pregnant. Like, so I go pee in the cup and my mom come behind me, and like soon as like she come in there, like I'm already done peeing. So I already wrote my name on the cup and I left it in there. And then as soon as I walk back in the room, like it's just crazy. As soon as I walk back in the room, they're like following me, like the doctors. They're like, oh my God, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. And they eyes all white, and like they white, so like they was so dramatic. Like, you're pregnant, like grabbing me. I was like, oh my gosh, like don't tell my mom, don't tell my mom. Because mind you, my mom's still in the bathroom. And I was like, don't tell her, don't tell her. And they was like, we can't tell her, you're 18, you have to tell her. And then I was like, close the door. They closed the door and they locked it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then a few seconds later, my mom banging on the door. She like, Veronica, like just ghetto, like open the door. Like, why y'all lock the door? And I'm like, dang, like I'm finna get in trouble. Like I'm 18, pregnant, I'm about to get in trouble. So I'm just like, the white people just like, the doctor's just like, what do you want to do? I'm just like, just open the door, because she's yelling. She's causing a scene. She's like, Veronica, just screaming my name, like, girl, open the door. And then, so I'm just like, just open the door for her. Like, this is embarrassing. And then as soon as my mom walk in, you know, like, you know them black moms. She just standing there. She just like twitching, and she just like, so what did it say? Like, and I was just like, we all was quiet. Like the doctors was looking at me and I was looking at them, and I was just looking around at everybody. And then I was just like, just tell her, because I couldn't say it. Like I was froze. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's not coming out of my mouth. Can y'all just say it? And they was like, she's pregnant. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, but I did not cry. The whole time I did not cry, because I'm like, I just couldn't cry. Like no tears was coming out. Like I try to force myself to cry just so I could be like, Mom, I'm sorry. But I couldn't cry. And then, so yeah, I just couldn't cry, even though like everybody's like you're not sad, like you're not even crying, like did you plan this? I'm like, girl, everybody react to things differently, and me, I just couldn't cry for some reason. Like no tears was coming out, and I just couldn't force myself to cry. So I was just sitting there like looking at everybody's face. And then my mom was like, when they told her I was pregnant, she was like, I knew it. She was like, I had a dream of like fishes or something like that. And I started laughing. And then they was trying to like ask me like, when was your period, how many weeks or months do you think you are? And honestly, I was in too much shock to where I didn't even know. Like I didn't even like know when my period ended, like when was my last period. Like I couldn't get my thoughts together. Like I couldn't think. So it was just like, just let me know if you want to keep it, let me know this, let me know that. And I was just like, thank you. And then, you know, me and my mom walked out. Like we walked out the doctor. And so that whole like car ride home was just so like awkward. Like my mom, she was just like, so what you want to do? Like I didn't think this was gonna be happening to me, to where I was gonna be talking to my mom. Like she was having a serious talk with me, like, what you want to do? Like, you know, I don't believe in abortion. Do you want to keep this baby? Like she was just asking me, like this was all on me. Like, but I forgot to tell y'all, so when I was in the doctor, when I found out I was pregnant, I instantly texted my baby daddy. I was just like, I'm pregnant. Like I don't know why I just texted him, even though my mom, so after I texted him, she was like, don't tell him, we're gonna see his reaction in person. Like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant, like this your baby, like, you know what I'm saying? Text him, I'm like, I'm pregnant. he was like, I don't know what he said. I think he was like, for real, LOL, like, or just making it seem like he was like, it was a joke or something. And then I sent him a picture. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the doctor's office right now. And we walk out, we drive home. And when I get home, I told my sisters. They were just like, oh my gosh, like girl, like My little cousin, she was happy. She was like, I'm gonna take care of the baby. My other sister was mad. Then my other sister was mad. And they always just like, it's up to you. Like, what are you gonna do about it? So mind you, I didn't know nothing. I didn't know how many weeks I was. I didn't know how many months. I didn't know when my last period was. Like, that's certain stuff y'all need to keep track of, because I didn't even know when my last period was. I was just like, so my mom was like, you need to go into the emergency room and you need to tell them like you're bleeding, you're not feeling good. Like, and mind you, it was snowing outside. Like, it wasn't snowing, but it was snow. Like, around the time I found out, it was like around December. So yeah, it was snow outside. And she was like, yes, you need to tell them you slipped on ice. You need to tell them all this so they can see you right now. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So me and my baby daddy, we ran. I took her advice or whatever, and then we went straight to the emergency room. Mind you, when we went to the emergency room, we was in there for like 2 hours just waiting. Like, me and him just sitting there just like, oh my gosh, like, how many weeks am I? Oh, like, just all of this. We're just talking. And then they finally come and they see me, and then they check my blood. When they check my blood, they send me back in the waiting room. So we're waiting another hour just to see like how many weeks I am. Hey guys, this video is too long, so I'm gonna catch you guys with a part 2. Yeah, part 2 is gonna be the process of my labor and delivery. Bye y'all.